Duck! Here comes an iceberg! And it's time for another unbuckled, bumpy ride with your guide, the stark-raving LEAN-atic himself. I'm Jim. Let's jump right in again. Welcome to my podcast based on my brand new book, available on Amazon, Live Life Lean, L-E-A-N. It's a year-long guide to gratitude and our daily grind. The book that combines some timeless wisdom from a whole lot of the world's wiser people with the reflections, reactions, and wisecracks of the guide's author, me. And it guides you, the reader, through the simplest system for a happy, healthy, authentic, and genuinely grateful everyday experience. I urge you to get the book. Of course I do. I wrote it. It's either at Amazon or at my website, ampurage.com. A-M-M-P-U-R-A-G-E. But even without it, let's make next week better than last, our next year better than the past, and get started now with today's episode of... I don't know exactly what's got me on this whole iceberg kick this week. It could just be that the word is a fun word to say. It could be the frozen river in my backyard. Or it could be spring fever, whatever it is, I don't know. But I have this heightened desire to push the refrigerator ice dispenser button whenever I walk by. Sometimes with no cup in hand, that gets messy. But icebergs and ducks. Icebergs and ducks have one thing in common. It's what you don't see that may surprise you. Sometimes you're just a duck on a pond. But you were designed to be an iceberg. What do I mean? Don't be a duck with the feet moving like crazy where people can't see. Instead, assume that you're more of an iceberg with yet to be unseen, untapped potential under the surface. Acknowledge yourself as an iceberg, but don't stay a big one. All right, guilty pleasure movie time here. The Replacements. Keanu Reeves, Gene Hackman, football movie, okay? Coach Gene Hackman having a talk with quarterback Keanu Reeves about some pregame nerves and prep and, all that stuff, and says, be like a duck on a pond. Just moving along the surface, but underneath, those little legs are swimming for all they're worth. See, the duck survives with the appearance and illusion of calm, but working like hell to get it all done. And there are times, for us all, that we need exactly that in order to get by. But living our everyday, every experience, every year, and everything like a duck just leaves us forever in that same pond. Just sitting ducks for the Elmer Fudd's of the world. No, I'm not going to do the impression. Instead, assume that you're more of an iceberg with yet to be seen, experienced, untapped potential under that surface. Acknowledge yourself as an iceberg, but don't stay a big one. What do I mean? Icebergs, what we see of them is, as they say, just the tip of the iceberg, with so much underneath the surface. Actually, most of them is unseen. It's untapped and untouchable by us and by the world. Okay, iceberg. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Now, change. Change so that less of you stays hidden where the world can't see. And the balance of what the world sees on the surface is a closer balance to what still lays untapped beneath the surface. Why? Well, and the reason why is not because what's on the surface grew larger, but that the untapped and unseen got tapped into, liquefied, changed, and it contributed to the wet world that honestly was concealing it. And it's that very same world that was keeping you and the iceberg afloat in the first place. You don't have to flip life all the way upside down to give more of yourself in ways that the world never saw that you could. There may be more to you beneath the surface than meets the eye. Let's hope so, and let's help it show. Let's give back to the world that was and is keeping you afloat in the first place, even when it doesn't feel like it. How? By giving some of that, what's you beneath the surface that people don't see stuff, giving it back. By doing so, you're letting it rise to the surface. You're fulfilling its purpose. It wasn't meant to be kept hidden always. And you're providing and proving that you're not the iceberg that people have to worry about wrecking into. No, you're the one that's no longer hiding your value beneath the surface. Now, there's something to ponder. Quack, quack. And now, more words of wisdom to wow your socks off from the Live Life Lean Guide itself. Entry from example number 1. Whoever walks with the wise will become wise, but the companion of fools suffers harm. King Solomon. And the guide's point of view on this? So, birds of a feather may flock together, but fools? Well, they just don't give a flying flock. What do you think of this? Using the Live Life Lean system, what have you learned lately that was new? What have you earned lately that was not just given to you? Where have you added to the world that's not just about you? Now reflect, respect, be grateful for this, and navigate somewhere next. Thank you for listening. I hope you're enjoying your copy of the Live Life Lean, LEAN guide, enjoying it almost as much as I did creating it. And if you don't have a copy yet, go on over to amperage.com or Amazon and get started today experiencing the amazing power of knowing every day is literally yours to be grateful about, and you need never feel unfulfilled again. I'm Jim Hall, and until next time, good health, God bless, and now go get a little dirty learning something new, earning what's not given to you, adding to this crazy world that we share, and navigating your way to something new and next.